Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez-Williams, and I'm really excited to make this creamy tuna, peppers, and cabbage skillet. It is really delicious, full of veggies and fiber and protein and healthy fat. So I have 3 tablespoons of butter. I have a small cabbage. This is actually half of a huge cabbage. So I have a small cabbage or medium cabbage cut up into squares, like a little bit, not little bits, but like this. And we're gonna melt the butter, and then as soon as the butter is melted and mixed, I can add the other ingredients. Tell me where you're watching from. Thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're going to want to save this one, or share or save. If you press the little flag, you can save it. And you can create a list of, like, your own playlist of Christina's World Kitchen recipes or high protein, low carb recipes, or however you want to name it. And this one, it reminds me of tuna casserole that I had growing up that was with pasta. So all these extra carbs and gluten, but now I can have a similar feeling of some comfort food without the extra carbs. And I love food like this because it's so possible, and we don't have to have all the extra carbs. So the noodles in this is the cabbage. The cabbage acts like noodles. All right, I am working on melting this. I'm starting to get warm. I was thinking I was going to need to take this off, but I don't know. And unfortunately, I squeezed when I squeezed the juice out of the tuna, I got it all over my front of my sweatshirt. So I have to wash that. Don't get to wear it anymore for the moment. All right, now today it's a beautiful, yesterday it was rainy and it was overcast, warm. Actually, it was pretty cool. And we had a tornado warning in the afternoon, but today it's been beautiful. No clouds, 81 to 84. It's been absolutely gorgeous. Tell me what the weather's like where you live. I would love to know. And if you don't like tuna, you could put chicken, like ground or shredded chicken in this. So tell me what you would use, tuna or chicken. I almost have this butter melted. I'm gonna let it kind of sit there for a moment. And I have to use my 2 spatulas. It really is easier to keep everything controlled. For me, I find it very challenging to use one and to mix, especially in these huge frying pans, without getting everything everywhere. And already my husband feels like I get everything everywhere. So I had the privilege of teaching water aerobics today. Not water aerobics, I taught swim lessons today. 1 adult and 1, I think he's 9 or 10. And it was great. I love helping people move, like understand and have clarity about where they're going, and then like meaning swimming, and then be able to uncover what's possible, that they can swim, and then actually move towards that and accomplish that. It's such a great, fulfilling thing. What's something that gives you joy and fulfillment? Tell me in the comments. What's something, whether it's your job or your hobby or what you do with your family, what gives you a lot of joy and fulfillment? Okay, this has been, now the butter is melted. So now we're going to add my bell peppers. I'm using yellow and orange today, but you can use any color of bell peppers. I have 2 bell peppers, yellow and orange, just chopped into squares. I'm gonna mix this, and then I'm going to mix in the cozy, comfy ingredients, these healthy fats, and then the spices, and then the tuna, and then just let it saute. All right, so now that that's mixed in, I'm going to add my half a cup of heavy cream. Half a cup of heavy cream. Mix this, and then I'm going to add, so that it can start melting, my cream cheese. So 4 ounces of cream cheese in the cubes. I find, well, when you read the ingredients in the tubs of cream cheese, the whipped cream cheese, they tend to add some ingredients to help it remain in that way. So I always move towards or like buy just the cubed, not cubed, like the blocks of cream cheese. So I have the total of 4 ounces of cream cheese. And then that one, I'm actually gonna use, I think that this one I'm not going to use. I think this one didn't get as well closed after part of it was used before. All right, so I have this, and then I'm gonna add 1 more ounce because that one I was expecting to use. Tell me where you're watching from, thumbs up, hearts, share this video, and tell me which you would use. This recipe is made for tuna, but you can use ground or shredded chicken too if you prefer. Okay, I'm gonna cut 1 more ounce. Hold on, I'm coming right back. Do not go away. I am here. Here I come. Okay, so I'm gonna add 1 more ounce of cream cheese. And I'm gonna cut this into its cubes. And then I'm gonna mix everything, add the spices, and then let it saute. Or add the tuna. The tuna's already cooked, it's just in the can. And it's full fat tuna. So it doesn't need to be cooked, it needs to be heated though. So it'll be okay for it to, it's not gonna get like overcooked, so it's okay. And then this will allow the cream cheese to slowly start to melt. All right, so actually I'm going to add the tuna before I add the spices so that the tuna can also have the spices. This is full fat, whole tuna. Well, it's in chunks actually. Chunk white tuna. Not light, but white. It doesn't need to be white. Better if it's not the light. You want the healthy fat in tuna.
If it's not the white, you say light.
All right, now I'm gonna use, my original recipe is for 3 cans of tuna. You could use 3 or 4. I'm gonna use 4 so that we're maximizing our protein in this. So you can use 3 or 4. So I am making a creamy tuna and pepper and cabbage skillet. It is very much like a tuna casserole, but in a skillet format and without noodles, and using the cabbage as your noodles. So tell me where you're watching from, thumbs up, hearts, share this video, and give it a try and let me know what you think afterwards because it is yummy. All right, let me separate these chunks a little bit. Get this mixed around. I have cream cheese in here, so I'll repeat the ingredients so far. There is a head of cabbage. It's like a small medium cabbage. There is 2 bell peppers, 3 tablespoons of butter, 4 cans of tuna, and 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and 4 ounces of cream cheese. And then I'm going to tell you the seasoning. So we have a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of black pepper, and then one of these ingredients I actually am out of. I ran out of it yesterday, so we're just going to skip it, but I would add it. If I had it, I would add it. So that is a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then 2 teaspoons, I do have this. I don't have the garlic powder, I ran out. But 2 teaspoons of pink salt. Or sea salt. Which do you have in the house? Tell me in the comments. Do you have pink salt or sea salt? Yes, Bobby, it is yummy, yummy. Like your best comfort food in a bowl without having noodles. All right. Now we're gonna just mix this. So you would add a teaspoon of garlic powder. You did not see me add that because I don't have it, but I would add it if I did, and it is in my recipe. So now just mixing all these spices together and then letting it not escape the bowl or the pan. And now it's just mixing it and letting it saute until the cabbage is nice and soft. It's up to you, but the more soft it is, the better in my mind. So this is going to be like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit so that it doesn't burn, and I will check it every once in a while so that it doesn't burn. And then as you're stirring it, make sure that the cream cheese gets melted. Sometimes it takes pushing it a little bit, but also the heat over time is going to melt it. All right, that's it. This is the skillet. This is deliciousness, high protein, low carb, healthy fats. Have a wonderful night from my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye.